Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations. Thomas and Percy are best friends, but sometimes they can get cross with each other. One night, Thomas and Percy were in a bad mood. "Why do you always puff so slow?" asked Thomas. "This is the third time we've been late, Percy, and I don't think Sir Topham Hatt is going to trust us to deliver stone to the docks." "It was foggy. I was trying to be careful. It's better to be safe than on time." "Pah! You weren't trying to be safe. You were scared." "I was not scared," puffed Percy. "Oh, really? When we were at the quarry, you were getting nervous about the fog. And you were nervous too. I was being cautious. You're the scared one. Let me guess. Ghost?" "Nonsense," puffed Thomas. "I'm not scared of ghosts. It's just a silly make-believe." "Oh, well then, let me tell you a story that would definitely scare you. Long ago, there was an engine who loves to work and he was always very careful. Until one day, it was raining and he had to hurry back to the shed, but the signalman forgot to change the points. The engine tried to stop, but the water from the rain had made the tracks too slippery. Then the engine went into the smelter's yard and fell into the smelting pit. But before he fell, he blew his whistle 4 times for help. Legend says if you blow your whistle 4 times in a smelter's yard, his skeleton self appears and haunts you. What do you think?" "Oh, very creepy and tragic," said Toby. But Thomas wasn't impressed. "Ha! That didn't scare me a bit. How can the engine keep moving for that long when you applied his brakes? Water isn't that slippery. And also, you really think that whistling 4 times in a smelter's yard is gonna bring a ghost and haunt me? That's not even scary. It's silly and makes no sense." "All right, Thomas, but don't say I didn't warn you." "Tomorrow afternoon, I'll go to the smelter's yard, blow my whistle 4 times, and show silly Percy that there's no skull engine," he said to himself. The next day, Thomas puffed to the smelters and starts blowing his whistle 4 times. Never mind. It's silly to do this anyway. What? Whoa! Not so rough, Thomas! How did they, how? Later, Thomas was getting ready to shunt some freight cars when... Ah! Oh! Who biffed me? Diesel? What are you talking about? I was here the whole time. Oh, what is going on? First the smelter's yard shakes, then the coaches move by themselves, and now someone just pushed me into a coal hopper. Maybe it is the... No, it's just a silly story. That night, fog started to lift. Hello? The next morning, Thomas told the other engines what happened. Have you cracked your funnel, Thomas? Because that is the most ridiculous story you have ever told us.
How can you even hear and see a skeleton engine?
You've been dreaming nonsense.
I'm telling the truth. I saw it. Oh, Percy, you tell them. Tell them about the engine. Well, all I have to say is that the story is very tragic and...
Not real, interrupted Gordon. Now, let's get to work, shall we?
Bad dream, huh? I don't know. Well, Thomas, I guess that story did scare you.
But it wasn't the story that scared Thomas. It was something else. For the entire day, Thomas wonders what he saw was real.